Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of February 1st, 2026. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Virgo in any of those placements, odds are there's a message in this reading for you. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler member. Keep in mind, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. So as the messages come through today, just take the ones that fit and leave the ones that don't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it's meant for someone else. Also, little FYI, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. Tarot card of the week reading is intended to help all of us move forward with our respective life journeys. So with all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What would you like Virgo to work on for the week of February 1st, 2026? What do they need to work on? What do they need to learn? What do they need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Hermit. What situation in your life is asking you to look within? At the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Wands. What passionate new beginning is coming into your life? Tell me more about this. Why is the Hermit the tarot card of the week here for the Virgo collective? What situation in your life is asking you to look within, and what passionate new beginning is coming into your life? For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Talk about your cards really wanting to talk. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Magician, the Fool, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, and Four of Cups. That leaves the Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. Virgo, I feel like there's something here that you want to create. The Magician is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is your ruling planet. So the Magician represents you as well as Gemini. There's something here that you want to create, this new beginning, whatever this is in your life. But I feel like every time you start working on this path or this plan or this goal, something happens and it keeps you stuck. It's almost like preventing you from moving forward. I feel like if you don't refocus on whatever it is here that you're trying to create in your life, whatever this Ace of Wands is here for you, if you keep allowing other people or external forces to knock you off your path, I feel like that Ace of Wands becomes a missed opportunity. There's something here or someone getting in the way of your ability to move forward with something that you're attempting to create. I think what Source is asking you this week is you need to go within and ask yourself, what is this Four of Pentacles that keeps leaving you stuck and stagnant and small? There's a roadblock here to your ability to move forward. Some kind of smoke and mirrors. Again, this could be something internally that you're creating or being created by an external force. What is that Four of Pentacles? It's like a stumbling block. What is that Four of Pentacles? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Conflict. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. That is the truth. So every time you step forward on whatever it is that you're manifesting, you are allowing conflict to get in between you and what it is that you desire. Now again, Five of Wands could be internal to you, but it also could be external. I want to put this in some better context for you. Can you clarify the Magician for me, please? Thank you. Three of Swords. I'm going to just, let me put that off to the side. Clarify that Magician. I feel like you are stuck in perpetual disappointment or perpetual disappointment or perpetual heartbreak or perpetual financial lack. Again, I don't know what it is that you're trying to manifest here for yourself, but you're stuck in a cycle here, my friend, of heartbreak or sadness or disappointment or disillusionment. One more shuffle. Thank you. What are you trying to manifest? Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. So for some of you, you are trying to manifest moving towards your ninth cup, because in the Eight of Cups energy, that's typically what we do. We leave behind something that has been emotionally displeasing to us, not very emotionally satisfying. And the hope is that we move towards the Nine Cups. And the Nine of Cups does talk about wish fulfillment and happiness and emotional contentment. So for some of you, you are manifesting moving towards an opportunity that will bring true emotional contentment into your life. For others of you, you have the Hierophant. Some of you want to move towards a committed partnership, whether that's professional or platonic. For some of you, you may want to move towards going to school, getting an education, learning a new degree, learning a skill. And for some of you, you are trying to manifest financial recovery. So maybe you are currently dealing with some financial issues and you're trying to manifest a way to come out of financial lack. So whether it's emotional lack or financial lack, or again, wanting to learn some kind of skill, or maybe even be an entrepreneur and open up your own business in that Hierophant energy, every time you set on the path towards moving in that direction, there's conflict that arises. I feel like the conflict is external to you. And I say that as your cousin sign of Gemini. We're ruled by Mercury. And although the way you utilize the power of Mercury, or the energy of Mercury, is much different than the way I and other Geminis do, the one thing we both have in common is once we see it in that magician energy, we stay pretty laser focused. So I feel like if something is knocking you off path here, it's external to you. I don't feel like it's internal, because you seem to want this too much. You want the Ace of Cups or an Ace of Pentacles too much here, because you keep manifesting it. You keep moving towards it. You keep moving towards it. And then there's an obstacle here that occurs. I feel like it's external to you. It's like it takes you on a different path. Notice on the boat and the Six of Swords, we're moving in a particular direction, hopefully into calmer waters. That's the intended meaning of the card. But notice how there's another boat here. I almost feel like this is external. Like somebody comes in and redirects you in a different direction. But I feel like it's due to chaos or discord. So you stay laser focused. This is what I want. So let me give you a very basic example. Super basic, it's just an example. I'm speaking to a Virgo, and your manifestation here is a job. I'm manifesting a solid 9-to-5 job with great pay and good benefits. But every time I start working on my resume or getting my applications in order, and I'm just about to start disseminating, just about, not fully there, right? I haven't fully put them out there, but I'm just about. That's my cat, Sammy. Hey, baby. Just as I'm just about to do it, to take that leap of faith, again, not quite there, but just about, I get a phone call from a bunch of friends. They want to hang out. They're coming over. We're going to the movies. Let's go out to eat. Let's grab a couple of drinks. And you're like, okay, let's go. And it's like your path gets diverted, and you lose another day that you could have spent applying for jobs in the hopes of landing the one that you truly want. So I feel like this is an outside source that keeps coming in and diverting you from your path. This is like, let's say what you're manifesting is, I don't know, it could just be something like, I just want to organize my pantry. But every time you go to organize your pantry, the phone rings, someone stops over, you got to walk the dog, no one else in the house will do it. It's just like distractions. And then before you know it, another day goes by and you haven't organized a pantry. And this could be like you wanting to go to school, you wanting to learn a new skill, you wanting to learn a business or nurture the business that you have, for those of you who are business owners. But you keep getting diverted by noise. It's noise. Five of Wands is noise. Even the Six of Swords in essence is noise, especially in this card, because we have two other people in the boat. Like, hey, come here, come this way. Let's hang out. Let's go for drinks. Let's do blah, blah, blah. And I feel all they're doing is delaying your ability. Your manifestation is going to become a missed opportunity if you don't buckle down and get really effing serious about it. And I think what you need to do, I'm going to get you some advice, but you need to start blocking out these distractions as opposed to allowing them to divert you from your intended goal. Because you're sitting here in perpetual, like I said, financial hardship, emotional lack. I could be speaking to a Virgo where you really desire long-term committed partnership, and you're in a relationship now that's a complete shit show. Maybe there's deception, maybe there's cheating, or your partner's just very unkind and uncaring. And every time you get this close to packing up your bags and moving towards your ninth cup, they create drama. Five of Wands could be drama. And it just sucks you back in. And all it's doing is delaying you from moving forward, moving on, healing, and finally finding the right person for you. So this is external to you. Tell me a little bit more about this external interference. And I feel like it's just smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. It's wasting your time. You get so busy trying to balance whatever this is and deal with whatever this is that you're losing sight of the goal. And in fact, the goal is becoming further and further away from you. There's more distance being created between you and what it is that you truly desire. Tell me more about the external conflict here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The external conflict. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. This could be family. It could be family getting in the way, family legacy. You know, maybe the direction you want to go in. There's someone in your family who does not want you to move in this direction. I'm asking what the conflict here is. So maybe for some of you, you desire to move on from this romantic partner, but they keep pulling you in with shenanigans and drama. Maybe for some of you, you want to move forward and get a divorce, and your family would not support that. There could be some of you that you want to do something very different, and if you were to do that, maybe you would be financially disowned. You know, maybe this is someone who's threatening to take away inheritance from you. Tell me more about the obstacle, the external. Tell me more about the external obstacle here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hanged Man, Judgment, and the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. You know, Virgo, this came up in your reading last week. It came up in the monthly membership reading. You have someone here in your life, and no, it could be a group of people. I don't know, but this message has come through 3 weeks in a row for Virgo. So clearly the Virgo who needs to hear this has not heard this message, or is not paying attention, or probably has already clicked off from the video at this point. There's someone in your life that you are not seeing clearly. You're calling this person a friend. They are a foe. You think this person is a love partner. They're not. You have someone here who's after your inheritance or threatening to pull it away from you. You need to make a judgment call. You're not seeing someone clearly. There's someone here you work with, you collaborate with, you invest in. You've known this person a long time. Tell me more about this person. Tell me more about this person. Page of Cups. They come across as very sweet, very innocent, very childlike. Probably the last person you would suspect of doing this to you. This could also be a juvenile energy. They could be 50 years old and still be juvenile, okay? So it's an immature energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The World and the Ten of Wands. You're not seeing this person clearly. You are blindfolded. And the Eight of Swords. You're dealing with so much shit. You can't even see that. You're not seeing this person clearly. There's a lesson here for you. You are trusting the wrong person. This person comes across as sweet, innocent, childlike, very friend-like, very smile-to-your-face-like. I don't think you're seeing this person clear. You're not seeing this person clearly. You can't see them. You can't see them. You can't see them. You're blindfolded. You can't see through the weeds, through the smoke screen that this person is putting up. They could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I also have the 4 fixed signs here. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, as well as Aquarius. You're not seeing this person clearly. They seem young or immature or playful, or there's a judgment call here you need to make. 4 of Cups. What's the opportunity here that you're missing? Well, obviously what you're missing out on is your manifestation. Tell me more about the missed opportunity here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The missed opportunity. Queen of Swords, the Hermit again, and the Seven of Swords. You have someone who is not a friend. You have someone who is not a friend. You have a coworker who's against you. You have someone who's butting up to you and gossiping. The Five of Wands could be someone who's creating gossip. You have someone who is, you're divulging secrets and they're doing something behind your back. You have someone who possibly could be going to an attorney. There's something here about trying to maybe take even like your finances or inheritance. But you keep getting derailed by this person. Someone who is manipulating you, betraying you, sabotaging, putting on the face of innocence. Oh, I'm very Page of Cups like. Meanwhile, they're very Seven of Swords like. And you are flanked by this person. This is you, Hermit, Virgo energy. You are flanked by this Queen of Swords and their deception. Could be a Gemini. It's very heavy on the feminine energy. But to be quite honest, I'm grabbing feminine and masculine. So I don't know if this person identifies as both. I don't know. Because I've got the King of Swords, I've got the Queen of Swords. But I could also take that as someone who's very two-faced. I hardly ever get that. I'm a Gemini. That's my king and queen there on the table. But I'm getting the feeling here this person's very two-faced. Maybe to your face, they're very sweet and kind. Behind your back, they are divulging your secrets or making fun of you or gossiping. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. Your manifestation is delayed because you're getting pulled into drama that this person is creating behind the scenes. This person's going to make you miss out on your manifestation. The job you want, the promotion you want, the love partner you want, you know, the successful business you want. Yeah, this came up now 3 weeks in a row. You have a frenemy here, my friend. I think your advice last week was something like pull back. I would stop talking to people. If you honestly cannot trust someone 110%, not you think, maybe, I don't know, 100%. Like if... This is so terrible, and I don't want to get demonetized. If you gave this person a tool or a gadget, okay, that could inflict serious physical harm on you, would you trust them? Would you trust them? Think about the people that you interact with. If you gave them some deadly lethal force of a weapon and said, here, I'm going to trust you to not use it against me. You could point it at me, but I'm going to trust, not going to, you know. If you can't trust that person, if you can't trust the person with that in their hand, they're the Seven of Swords. You should not trust them with any information. I'm hoping that I was able to convey that to you well enough so that I don't get demonetized on the video. Like I could hand my person, and I love him to death. We've been together going on 6 years soon. Some weapon of mass destruction or something, right? And say, here, you can use this against me. And I know... without a shadow of doubt, he never would. Not in 1,000 lifetimes. He would never Seven of Swords me. But there are people in my life that I engage with that I would never want to put that in their hand. Because when I'm not looking, they would pull the trigger. You know what I mean? They would inflict bodily harm on me if they thought they could get away with it. This person is inflicting either financial or emotional hardship on you, and you're not even realizing it. I think that's the point of the message. You are trusting someone with your heart or with your secrets or your finances or something like that. Get you 3 cards of advice, my love. Time to go within. Figure out who is this enemy in the camp here. 3 cards of advice. Unnecessary drama. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. 5 of Pentacles. There's that Queen of Swords. I think there's a feminine here in your life. 9 of Wands. You are wounded. You are weary. You are not seeing this person clearly. They could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They don't have to be. But it's someone who, when they communicate, they... You know, a Queen or King of Swords can make you think that they're authentic and they're truthful and they're honest. But, you know, those same energies in the reverse, when we're looking at them tied to the Seven of Swords, that's someone who's a gaslighter, right? That is someone who is not authentic. That is someone who's malicious. They could be cold-hearted. That's someone who would deceive you, who would lie to your face, and you would think they're telling you the truth. You need to make a judgment call, because we have the Five of Pentacles here twice for you. So whatever it is that you're trying to climb out of, emotional lack or financial lack, this person is making sure you stay in emotional lack or financial lack. It's time to see this person clearly and make a judgment call. Yeah. Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, there's Five of Swords. This is all conflict and drama, which is disturbing your peace, disturbing your stability. This person is helping to wound you and then pretends that they're trying to help you to dress those wounds. Meanwhile, they're part of the reason you're even inflicted with the wounds to begin with. It's time to take off the blindfold, my friend. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box to find out how you can become a Time Traveler member. Until I read for you again, Virgo, good luck with figuring out who this person is and excommunicating them from your life. Until I read for you again, my darling, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.